Hey everyone, happy snow day. This is Dr. Cullen. This is my third video to get you ready for the assignment that you need to do this week. Remember, it's a snow day, not a snow week. And so what we're gonna have you do is still do the EPUB Story Cube assignment. So this video is to review the assignment as a whole. And so the first thing is if you would have been in class, you would have rolled dice. And we had story dice, and I actually have the app from Rory Story Cubes that you would have rolled and then taken a picture of to show the different, like the different images that you were going to use. Can't really see it on the screen, but I made a picture of all of these for you, and these are going to be your story. Like what I'm looking at here, I have kind of a questionable face, a footprint, some poison, a chess piece, a cell phone, a magical wand, a hidden path, a flower, and some ink or maybe blood. I can decide whatever these images mean, but they're going to be part of my story. So what you're going to do is there's another video that shows you where to find what pictures I gave you that you're going to use to write your story. So before we even talk about the technical nature of this and how to use Book Creator and that sort of thing, what I want you to do is I want you to think about how you write your story. So let me share a screen with you. This screen goes to, I looked for a thing called the Story Spine. And many of you are probably fans of Pixar and maybe know that they use what's called a story spine. And a lot of times when people have trouble writing a story, they have a hard time getting started. This is how they start at Pixar. And it's kind of a well-known thing where they go, once upon a time, there was blank, and then every day, and then one day, because of that, and then because of that, until finally. So if I look at my cubes that I have here, I might say, once upon a time, there was a person who was unsure about themselves. And every day they would use their cell phone as they walked the hidden pathway and think about how cool everybody else's life was. But then one day they saw some footprints on the path, and then they saw this puddle of blood and they knew something was going on. And because of that, they went on a big adventure where they came across some poison that was hidden and also two strange men that were playing chess. Suddenly, one of them pulled out a wand, and all of a sudden, the person didn't know where they were anymore until finally they woke up in a field full of flowers. Okay, kind of a dumb story written very, very quickly, but you can see how the story spine works. So again, if you're having a hard time coming up with where your story is going to go with the dice you were given, this might help you get started. And the big trick is that before you even start the technology part of this project, what you should be doing is you should be focusing on the kind of the story elements and what your story would be about, and kind of brainstorm those ideas. That's going to be the hardest part of this assignment. Okay, so now I'm in Canvas, and I'm under assignments. And then if we scroll down to the bottom of the page, you're going to see creating an EPUB or digital book. Okay, so our directions say roll the dice at the table and take a picture using your iPad. I have another video that shows you how I sent you the pictures. And then independently create a story based on your story cubes. So your book should have a cover page designed with relevant pictures. I also include a tutorial on how to use Book Creator. However, I will tell you that I was using whatever pictures I had, and so it's not well thought out, but you'll get the mechanics of how to do it. Put your author name on it. That's kind of a pet peeve of mine. Have some text on it with change of font size, color, background, make it look nice, be thoughtful. Do something using the pen tool, have some audio in it. Change the background of at least one page, but we want to have it seem like it all belongs together. So that would be good. Show something that demonstrates layering or instant alpha. We didn't get to talk about instant alpha because we didn't have class, but layering would just mean that you have some things occurring above and in front of each other. I show that in the video. Use a shape and change its color, give it a shadow, like work on the properties. Add a picture of the story cube at the end where you talk about how you used it in the book. And the very last page should have a picture of all the story cubes. And most people put a picture of a cube on each page, but I'm sending you one large picture. The last page should have a picture of all the story cubes and a minimum of one paragraph describing your process approach when creating the story. Just like we do with all the badges, talk about how it influences your future classroom. Remember, we've talked about copyright, or you read about copyright. We didn't get a chance to talk about OER. I would suggest that you use search.creativecommons.org to find all your pictures and to cite any pictures that you get from the internet. Avoid things like Disney and other copyrighted images. Be creative, use the drawing tools. Overall, your book should feel cohesive. Don't just randomly throw in a video or a shape like I did in the video to show you how to use Book Creator. Make sure that they all sit together in a creative and holistic manner. Now, your file could be too large to upload to Canvas. So on this submission, you'll see that you're going to have a choice of a file upload, and I'm going to fix this right now so you can also upload a link to your book online. Be creative, have fun with this. If there's a child in your life, involve that child. If you're stuck at home babysitting because it's a snow day, this would be a great activity to do together. And this will be due midnight the night before our next class.